Cruise ships feel like floating cities, but you know some doors stay closed to guests. Have you ever wondered what happens to you if God forbid you die on a cruise ship, or if there is a fire on board that cannot be stopped? Well, here's the good news. I'll be busting these secrets for your safety. Before we dive in, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Your cruise isn't really all-inclusive. Your fare covers a lot, but not everything. Think mostly included, not all-inclusive. Included, main dining rooms, buffets, shows, and well, many activities. Extra cost specialty dining, espresso bars, soda or alcohol, bottled water, Wi-Fi, spa and salon, late night room service, laundry, and select fitness classes. Shore tours aren't free. Ship tours are convenient, but definitely not cheap. Auto gratuities apply, so know the daily rate or prepay. Bundles can help, but honestly do the math. Yes, there's a jail on board. Every cruise ship has a real jail. It's called the brig. It's a small, secure room in a staff-only area, typically forward. Serious offenses, like assault, theft, harassment, disorderly conduct, or refusing lawful orders, can land a guest there. Ship security documents, isolates, and monitors the guest until the next port. At the pier, local authorities take over. The ship doesn't adjudicate, it just holds. Fun fact to remember, you're on vacation, but you're also under maritime law. There's a morgue on board. Sadly, deaths at sea do happen, especially with older guests. Every cruise ship has a small, secure morgue in a crew-only area. If a passenger passes away, medical staff certify and preserve the body. The line works with the family and the next port to arrange transfer. There are no public announcements. The goal is dignity and discretion. It's rare, but it's planned for, just like any other onboard emergency. So, there are secret emergency codes you're not meant to understand. Over the PA, you might hear these calm phrases that aren't really for guests. They're actually crew codes to mobilize teams without causing panic. For example, Alpha or Bright Star means there's a medical emergency. Bravo is for fire. Oscar means a person is overboard. Code Red signals an illness outbreak. And Charlie points to a security threat. If you hear one of these, just stay clear of the area and follow staff instructions. Seriously, there's no need to film. Just let the crew work. They drill for this stuff constantly. Befriend the crew. But, carefully. Crew members work long hours, but honestly, most are wonderfully kind and super helpful. Just a friendly hello and using their name can unlock some great tips on quiet times, special menus, or even ship shortcuts. But remember, there are strict rules that limit socializing with guests. Private meetups, drinks, or gifts can actually risk their job. Want to thank them the right way? Leave a glowing comment card, mention their name in the app, or send a small note through guest services. Kindness is always welcome. Pressure is definitely not. The crew actually trains for pirate attacks. Pirates are, well, rare but real, and crews drill for them just like they do for fires or man-overboard situations. High-risk waters are mostly near the Horn of Africa and some parts of the Arabian Sea. If a threat ever shows up, ships increase speed, change course, dim the exterior lights, and secure all the doors. Fire hoses and sound cannons are ready. Guests could be asked to stay inside for a bit. On mainstream routes like the Caribbean, Alaska, or the Mediterranean, honestly, the risk is extremely low. Bottom line, it's all planned for, and you'll be told exactly what to do. Adults-only areas are hidden in plain sight. Many ships have 18-plus pools, hot tubs, and quiet lounges away from the crowds. They're calmer than the main pool. No cannonballs, fewer loud games, and it's just easier for reading and napping. These spaces are often tucked forward or under a glass roof, so honestly, they're easy to miss on the deck plan. Seats go fast on sea days, so arrive early or maybe drop by during lunchtime for open loungers. Check the app or signage, or just ask any crew member where the adults-only zone is. And keep in mind, age rules are enforced, so no just a quick look with kids. The crew's private pool and hot tub are off limits. Yes, most big ships have a crew-only sun deck with a small pool or hot tub. It's in a staff-only zone, usually forward, and it's strictly off-limits to guests for safety and privacy. For crew working 10 to 12-hour days, it's precious downtime. so please don't ask for access or photos. If you reach a crew-only door, just keep moving. Security will turn you around. Want a similar vibe? Try the adults-only solarium, a thermal suite day pass, or a quiet forward deck. Respecting boundaries keeps everyone's break and your trip running smoothly. Bigger ships mean a bigger fire risk. Fires at sea are rare, but ships are basically floating power plants with miles of wiring and heavy electrical loads. On megaships, a single fault can mean smoke or a small localized fire, which crews drill for constantly. Fire zones, sprinklers, and rapid response teams are designed to isolate and extinguish incidents in just minutes. You can help the safety system. Don't use banned devices, don't daisy chain adapters, and report any burning smell or flickering lights. If you hear Bravo and see doors close, just follow crew instructions. Those systems are working as intended. So here's the cruise weight surprise. Buffets, dessert tables, and those umbrella drinks, they really add up, fast. Actually, many cruisers report gaining weight on a 1-week sailing, often 5 to 10 pounds in surveys. And it's not just about the food. You end up moving less, sitting more, and, well, celebrating more too. But there are some simple fixes. Take the stairs, walk the track after dinner, and book those active excursions. Start your meals with salad or fruit. Keep an eye on the bread basket, and try alternating every cocktail with water. Seriously, enjoy the treats. Just pace yourself so your souvenirs aren't all on the scale. Yes, the ship will leave without you. Ships run on really tight schedules. If you're late, they sail. If you're on ship-booked excursions, staff can sometimes coordinate delays when possible. But if you're on independent tours, you're on your own to catch up. Always follow the all-aboard time based on ship time, not your phone's auto-local setting. Build in a 60 to 90-minute buffer and set 2 alarms. Make sure to carry a passport or at least a copy, a credit card, some cash, and the port agent's number. Missed it? You'll need to arrange transport to the next port and call both the cruise line and the port agent immediately. Illness outbreaks do happen. Close quarters mean bugs spread fast. Norovirus is usually the main culprit. Wash your hands with soap and water for 20 seconds, because sanitizer alone isn't enough. Always use serving utensils and avoid refilling bottles directly from drink dispensers. If you're feeling sick, report it early. Medical staff can treat you and help reduce the spread. During a code red, expect extra cleaning and crew-served buffets. It's smart to pack anti-nausea and rehydration meds. Stay hydrated and rest up so you bounce back quickly. People do go missing at sea. It's rare, but honestly, it happens every year. Disappearances can be accidents, medical events, or intentional. Investigations involve the ship, the flag state, and local authorities. Stay smart on decks and balconies. Don't climb, sit, or lean over railings, ever. Late nights, plus alcohol, plus wind, plus dark decks equals risk. So stick with a buddy and know your route back. If someone in your party is missing, report it immediately. Minutes really matter. Carry ID, use the ship app or a meetup plan, and check in regularly.
It was just after 10 p.m. on a Viking cruise. I was chatting with the cruise director, nothing out of the ordinary, when suddenly, a soft announcement crackled over the loudspeaker. She didn't respond. She ran. And I mean bolted to the back of the ship like she was chasing an ice cream cone in July. Turns out, the bridge had spotted a man collapsing near the infinity pool on the ship's CCTV. And that quiet announcement, it was code. A discreet call to action. That's when it hit me. There are things happening on cruise ships. Systems, signs, symbols that we're all surrounded by, but never notice. Today I'm pulling back the curtain. These are the hidden features, secret designs, and clever cruise tricks that are staring us right in the face. And yet most of us have no idea they're even there. Let's start with that CCTV camera. There's not just one. There are hundreds of them, tucked into ceilings, corners, lounges, and gym walls. On Queen Mary 2, I counted 8 just in the fitness center. They're not there to make you feel paranoid. They're there to keep you safe. In the case of that late-night swimmer, they saved his life, and it goes deeper than security footage. Modern cruise ships now use facial recognition technology. The picture they take at check-in, That's not just for ID verification, it's how they track your comings and goings. Some ships now identify you at photo galleries using that single snapshot. No need to dig through stacks of prints, just enter your cabin number and voila, there's your face. Spooky? Maybe. Convenient? Absolutely. And next time you think no one saw you sneak that fourth cookie, think again. Ever noticed odd shapes painted on the hull of your cruise ship? Little key-shaped marks, C-shaped emblems, numbers running up from the waterline? They're not just nautical graffiti, they all have a purpose. That key shape marks where the stabilizers are, giant fins that pop out under the ship to reduce motion in rough seas. The C with a vertical line indicates the bulbous bow, a rounded underwater extension that makes the ship slice through waves more efficiently. The cross in a circle? That's the bow thruster, used to maneuver the ship sideways when docking. And those numbers descending into the water? That's the draft scale, showing how deep the ship sits, depending on weight and fuel. It's basically a floating cheat sheet for tugboat captains and nosy passengers like me. One thing I noticed early in my cruising days, the ropes tying the ship to the dock often have big wooden discs on them. I always thought it was decorative. Nope, they're rat guards. These go way back to the sailing days, when rats would board ships via mooring lines, bringing disease, chewing through cargo, and in places like South Georgia Island, wiping out entire bird populations. On my Antarctica cruise with Ponant, they told us those rats introduced by whalers did so much damage to bird life, it cost millions of dollars to fix, all from skipping something as simple as a wooden disc. So yeah, let's give a little more credit to the humble rat guard. You've seen the crew-only signs. You've walked past the blank white areas on deck plans. You might have noticed the missing lower decks. But what's behind those spaces? A hidden ship. A second, fully functioning world completely separate from the one passenger's sea. We're talking about an entire below-deck operation. Cabins, gyms, dining halls, lounges, and even pools. All just for the crew. On ultra-luxury lines like Seabourn, the crew-to-passenger ratio is almost 1-to-1. On megaships like Royal Caribbean's Oasis class, up to 2,000 crew members live in this secret city. There's even a nickname for the central hallway running through it all, the I-95 in American ships, or the M1 on British lines. It's a massive artery used for moving food, supplies, and staff efficiently. So while we're out sipping pina coladas, they're operating an entire vessel beneath our feet, and we hardly know it's there. Cruise ships are like floating museums, but many of the most interesting details are hidden in plain sight. On Queen Mary 2, there's a Homer Simpson etched into an Art Deco panel. Sir Samuel's Coffee Shop, named after Cunard's founder. The nightclub, G32, the ship's hull ID during construction, before it got its official name. Even those funky sculptures on the bow, spare propeller blades, art with a backup plan. Cruise designers love these little nods, inside jokes, references, tributes, all waiting to be discovered. Next time you're wandering the ship, ask a crew member what details most guests miss. You'll get a story, and maybe even a new appreciation for that weird statue by the elevator. You can't miss a ship's funnel, the giant exhaust stack rising above it all. But you can miss what it's actually for. Yes, it vents smoke and heat, but mostly, it's marketing. In the early 1900s, some cruise lines added fake funnels, just to look more powerful. Today, funnels are designed to be bold and distinct. Carnival's winged funnel, Celebrity's X, Holland America's oval. They help ships stand out at sea and serve as floating billboards, visible from miles away. They're often way bigger than they need to be. That's why ships like Disney Wish use funnel space for luxury suites, and Carnival Miracle has a restaurant built into one. Next time you spot a ship in the distance, just look at the funnel. It's the cruise line's version of wearing a giant neon hat. Ever noticed how the main dining room is always way at the back, and the theater is all the way up front? That's no accident. It's retail psychology, with a splash of ocean breeze. Cruise ships are designed like floating malls. To get from dinner to the show, or vice versa, You're routed through the casino, past the art gallery, down the hallway of duty-free shops, and right by a bar or two. It's all strategic. They want you lingering, wandering, maybe buying that souvenir bracelet you definitely didn't need before dinner, but now, well, maybe the grandkids would like one. Once you realize it, you can't unsee it. So stay sharp, or you'll end up buying a $200 print of a pineapple in sunglasses. Let's talk pools. Everyone loves a cruise pool. But if you've ever looked around and thought, wait, is this it? You're not alone. Cruise ship pools are tiny for a reason. Water is heavy, like really heavy. Even a modest pool adds over 250,000 pounds to the top of the ship, and that messes with stability. To fix that, pools are placed midship, dead center. Not because it's scenic, but because it's safe. You'll also notice they often have shallow edges to make them look bigger. Optical illusions at sea, folks. And when it gets rough, they drain the pool. Not to ruin your sunbathing, but to stop the ship from sloshing side to side like a floating punch bowl. Next time you're wondering why you can't swim during a windy afternoon, just know it's for balance, not beachy vibes.